I'm Apurva Mehta, the Executive Manager at Legal Desire Media and Insights, and today I'm here standing with Mr. Gaurav Bharadwaj. He's a lawyer practitioner from 13 years, and today we're going to just discuss about your day-to-day life and what you think about a lot of things around the world. How does that sound?
Well, it sounds wonderful, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity to get featured in your amazing Legal Desire magazine and whatever subscription you guys are having. It's so good to be a part.
So glad to be here. Alright, so let's just start with you telling the audience as to what was your background? How did you come into law? How did you start?
Well, my background is I had done my history honors from Hon'ble College, Delhi University. I always had the inclination and I have my intrigue desire to be in the field of a knowledge-based field, and law is one of the prime industry wherein my knowledge-based interest would be taken care of, and that is how I had chosen my law. I did my law graduation from Delhi University. I graduated in 2010. Thereafter, I had been associated with a senior advocate at the Delhi High Court Bar Association, and after 2 years, I started my independent practice, and since then, I have been practicing primarily at Delhi High Court. So that is how I have gotten into the law, and this is my brief journey till today. This is my 12th year of practice in law, and that's it.
That's fantastic. So you have been with Delhi High Court Bar Association for about 13. This is your 13th year now?
This is my 13th year. Right?
So what do you think is the role and the scope of the Bar Association in the members of the Bar Association?
Look, Delhi High Court Bar Association is one of the prestigious and the most august and the oldest bar associations in India at least. The membership itself runs in 27,000 members. It has a huge responsibility towards the inclusive participation of the members, towards giving and providing amenities and day-to-day facilities to the members so that they can come to Delhi High Court, practice in a very secure and a well-maintained, well-put-out environment where every need is getting taken care of. So that is, it is one of the primary organization in terms of all the lawyers practicing in Delhi High Court, because that's a day-to-day interaction. So
Right.
that is where the Delhi High Court Bar Association holds a very important role.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense. So this brings me to my next question. You told me about how Bar Association plays a role in the members' life. Now, let's just reverse the question. How can a member of the Bar Association be that inclusive and have that intent of being there, of that community of lawyers and a Bar Association?
All right, interesting question. Look, Apurva, I would have to say, in terms of members being inclusive, it is the primary duty of the Bar Association to make that effort, to put that effort in front of the members where they can come out and say that, yes, we want to be a part of this activity of the bar. We want to be associated and inclusively come across in terms of all the activities which bar will put out for the members, in terms of the amenities which bar will put out to the members. Like, I'll give you an example. There should be, and I believe, sports is one of the activities which will make a more inclusive and strengthening, a stronger bar. What does that mean? A bar association has to put out a sports calendar so that the members who are interested in particular sports can form a team, they will have a cohesive units, they will participate in those sports, and it should be a year-on-year calendar basis. So it will itself take care of the members being more inclusive. Cultural events, lecture series. There are so many things which a bar association can do to make more members being more participative in its activities. So that is that. And there are n number of more things which I can enumerate, like biannual lecture series by the senior members of the bar, so that the young members at the bar can feel that the wisdom is getting to them.
Right.
Practical wisdom in our profession is one of the most important aspects.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot just forget it. So the senior members of the bar, they can have that lecture series. We can invite jurists of. There are eminent jurists, joiners of the bar, who will come and who can come, and they should. I feel that there is a duty for us members to always make the younger members of the bar feel more inclusive in terms of across the, like sports, like their practice, like their litigation, like their research, everything. So that is how there are so many more activities which a bar can.
These are so many great ideas. But also sometimes I feel what can be done for the students or the young lawyers, young practitioners as we're talking about. What can the bar do for the students who are joining the legal fraternities?
Look, Apurva, another interesting and a very important question which haunts the young members at the bar. What I had seen in my decade of practice here is that there are a lot of opportunity for the young members to grab. However, they do not get to know where the opportunities lies. A placement come internship center is one of the primary steps which a bar association can take. Meaning thereby, we should have a database of the law students who wants to get associated with the High Court Bar Association members or the practitioners who are regularly practicing in Delhi High Court Bar Association. At the same time, there should be a interface open for the offices and the chambers which wants to expand. They
Okay.
want to take the young members. They are, I know for sure that many offices are looking for young talent. The opportunities for the bar association to provide. The interface is for the bar association. So you have at one end law students, new fresh graduates coming into the bar, and at the other end the established chambers and offices putting their requirements. So that interface bar association should do through a placement and internship center. And it should be again year on year the database should be maintained so that there is a transparency. It would help the young members a lot in terms of getting into the practice, especially at Delhi.
Me being a young lawyer, a recent lawyer, I feel this is a great opportunity. I mean, back when we were in college, this was something we used to, we wanted from our seniors or from the lawyers we used to intern with, that some kind of database, some kind of accessibility for the students and the young lawyers to go ahead and start learning more in practicality. So this sounds like a great idea.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I mean, this is the first step. There are so many other steps which a bar association can do. And in terms of placement and internship, I think it is one of the primary steps to be taken. I'm glad you liked it.
So, being a member of the Delhi High Court Bar Association for almost 13 years now, what kind of day-to-day challenges have you faced that could be better in the coming days?
Oh, thanks for the question. There are n number of day-to-day challenges which a member of the bar face while he comes and practices in Delhi High Court. Meaning thereby, let's start with the problem of parking. There has been a lot of expansion of the Delhi High Court bar members, and therefore the parking area, the members commuting to the bar at Delhi High Court specifically needs a much more comprehensive solution. I suggest that in terms of parking, there is an underground parking and it has 20 odd lifts. It has a capacity of around 1500 cars. I believe and I strongly put this out that out of those 20 lifts, 10 lifts should be reserved for the members of the bar exclusively from 9 till 2 p.m. at the daytime, so that in the morning members can easily access the parking. They can put their cars, they can go and attend their court hearings, because time is the essence of practice. You cannot be spending a lot of time in trying to find out your parking space. This is one. Then the parking space which the Delhi High Court has, it should be properly marked. It should have 2 entrance, 2 openings. I have put it out. It is one of the most important aspects of egress and ingress. Look, not only to park, but to take your car out easily is one of the most important aspects, because members have to commute to different courts also. So that can be done. Second, there should be 2, as I said, there should be 2 ingress and 2 egress gates, which should be through the parking itself. And it is easily solvable. It is to be regulated properly. We have space, it's just that it should be regulated and earmarked for members exclusively, as I said. So those are the few ideas I have, and then there are a lot more ideas in terms of parking. Then the second, library. Library is one of the most important issues which a member faces challenges. A young member specifically, and Delhi High Court being such an august bar, should have a library which is 24/7. It should have the latest database, it should have the latest search engines, it should have the latest in terms of the paraphernalia for young lawyers to come, do their research, interact with the other lawyers if they want to, but a library which is 24/7, an operational library is a must, at least with this August Bar Association. Then cafeteria is one of the most important issues. As I said, over the past few years, the Delhi High Court Bar Association membership has expanded. The space which is available as on today is not accommodating all the members, or at least the members who want to, come and have a coffee during their day. It should be expanded, and I am pretty sure that expansion of the space should also be accompanied with the inclusion of more healthy options, more healthy food menu for the lawyers, and also should have a self-serving bar with a manned person, so that the members who are in a hurry, they don't have to sit and keep on waiting for the waiters.
Right.
These are the challenges with time. Again, you have to make sure that the members' time is not wasted on the amenities and the facilities to access that. The Bar Association should provide these things where the time of members is constructively being put into use. These are few challenges, and there are many more, but these are the three big challenges as on today, which members face immediately when they come and want to attend their court here.
Today only I was discussing this with someone, that I come to the Delhi High Court and it was so much of traffic, so rushed, and the entire space was filled with cars parked here and there. And I was just thinking in the morning that how does this work for lawyers who have good time at all? Well, that's a task.
It is. Let me tell you, being practicing here, it is, and that is why I said more earmarked spaces for the cars, proper regulation, having the lift facility for the members exclusively. Right. All of this will immensely help members to come and park their car.
Of course. And I was just wondering, how does the internet services work in there? The connectivity is good, it is a problem, how is it?
Well, that is another problem which we are facing in the Delhi High Court. Having said that, there is one aspect which is internet connectivity that has to be improved significantly. There is no doubt about it. There has to be much more inputs from the internet providing companies. They have to come on board with the association. It cannot be that the members will be left in lurch to have the connectivity issues in the Delhi High Court, which we are facing on day-to-day basis. It is one of the most haunting problems for the bar members. Now, the second issue is digital connectivity. With the e-filing and the courts going e-courts, we all are doing paperless. In terms of paperless, what I mean is we all carry our iPads, our laptops, our other digital devices. One issue is we do not have proper charging points, properly accessible charging points. We have charging points which are here and there at the corner. I suggest, and this would be absolutely for the welfare of the members, that in the court premises, the easily accessible charging point to the platform, where we can also keep our devices which are getting charged, should be put. And these should be in excess, because there are a lot of offices which are going paperless, a lot of lawyers which are going paperless. And it is one of the further improvement in terms of our contribution towards environment. Look, it's a technological world. We have to start moving in that. It cannot be that we do not move in that. With that contribution towards environment, I also have to discuss one important aspect with you. The most important aspect is solar panels. Today we want to reduce the energy consumption of the chamber blocks. We want to reduce the energy consumption of the whole High Court itself. The carbon footprint of the High Court should be reduced significantly. Therefore, I suggest that the installation of solar panels, at least initially at the lawyers blocks, so that the electricity consumption charges, as well as this would be a great contribution of the Delhi High Court Bar Association towards the environment. That is another point which I wanted to discuss with you.
That is fantastic. I mean, it's such a nice idea. I mean, of course, the High Court, the Supreme Court, the courts at least should take the first step, so that it encourages the general public, to understand that it is very important to start saving electricity and everything.
110% agreed with you. The court should have the first, it should take the first step towards the energy conservation and reducing its carbon.
That is fantastic. Is your go-to tip for the young lawyers, the new generation who is stepping into this legal field?
Well, I believe I'm also young at this bar, but since you have asked the question, I will have to say just given your best shot, just given your best hard work, just given your best effort, and make sure you are associated with the right office. You should not, for the first 10 to 10 years at least, just concentrate yourself on the task given to you by your seniors, by your office. Just totally immerse yourself in the process of learning the technicalities as well as the legalities. I also have to say, do always work on the legal aspect. Just do not get hampered or just do not get hindered by the technicalities of filing of these. These are good to learn and important to learn. But make your aptitude towards understanding the legal aspect. Make your I would suggest every young lawyer should make his or her whole effort should be to make sure that the legal aspect and the legality of a particular problem, a area, sphere, a realm of law should be clear. That is where you need to work for the first 10 years. And thereafter also, every day, you have to put in your best effort.
Thank you so much. So this has been a great conversation, Gaurav. I'm really glad that you took out this precious time from your day to stand with me and talk about your day and your ideas with the Bar Association. Thank you so much.
Well, the pleasure is mine. It has been my privilege to be with you, giving this kind of interactive interview. It's my pleasure.